Good morning, team. Toddy here. Hope you're having a grand old day. Wow. Well, I'm 20k in to a 30k run. I'm just taking some of my own advice and I'm chunking it into 5k blocks. So I did 3 5k blocks from where I'm currently staying, just house sitting at the moment, and broke it into 3 5k blocks all the way into Rolleston, into my place. It was bang on 15k to my house. Fueled up, had a coffee, and now I'm back on Gould's Road, heading back in the opposite direction. So 20 in, 10 to go, 2 more 5k blocks, and then we'll have another run in this afternoon also. So feeling good, team, feeling good. By end of play today, in 5 days, I will have covered 173k, which means I've only got 7k to do tomorrow. How good is that? Gets me to my 180 mark for the week. Where are we at? What are we doing? So I got another tip for the day. What is that tip, I hear you ask? That's a good question. The tip for the day today, we talked a little bit about reflection yesterday. Reflecting, I gave you the 360 reflection tool, and then also thinking about ways that you can kind of reflect. So self-reflection, you can use your peers as a way of gauging and get some learnings. You can use mentors and people that have a little bit more experience and wisdom to share. And you can also use sort of literature. And that work actually comes from some research that was done many years ago called Brookfield's 4 Lenses of Learning. So just a great little tool to use. Today, the second R in our R series, there's 4 R's. The second one is review. So if we're reflecting, we're doing self-reflection as the first part of this process. The second part is actually you've got to review the process. Is the process actually achieving what you are wanting it to achieve? You know, systems and processes and structures and frameworks are great tools. They create a level of consistency and enable you to complete jobs and tasks and skills inside a structure ultimately. But is that structure or framework actually achieving what you want it to achieve? So if reflection is the first part, is just looking at self, reviewing self, understanding what behaviors you need to change, then the second part of the process is you actually have to review the process. You have to know what is going on, understand where you can make some changes to improve the process. And so reviewing the process is such a critical piece. So as I kind of reflect on this, as we go about achieving this mammoth task on the 1st of July, we are going to be looking at and reviewing the process that I've put together to enable me to achieve 3 marathons a day, daily for 30 days. Each day we will review it. We'll identify what's working, what's not working, what we need to look at creating that balanced approach, particularly as we get into the back end and physically the body will start to kind of break down a little bit, no doubt. So review the process. What is that? Do you even have a process? Think about the process that you want to put in place around your big crazy dream. Is it something that is easily achievable? You know, is it something that you need to actually put a process in around? Or is it something that you can do without putting in a process? That's probably something to consider or think about. Most organizations work in a process, in systems. They create systematic ways of doing jobs and tasks. Once you've ticked a task off, I think about a project manager. They will tick a task off and then they'll move on to the next task and so on. It's no different to the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. You achieve one task, you tick it off, you then move on to the next task. You tick that off, you move on to the next task, which is no different to chunking. So you can see a lot of this stuff interweaves a little bit, but you have to review. You have to review your process. So team, that is my tip for the day. Thanks for listening. Have yourselves a great day. We've got another rainy day here today, which I love running in the rain anyway. So enjoy the rest of your day and take care.